Hello and welcome back to another video. Now for this episode, we're going to be doing yet another announcement video, and this one is regarding all the info for Marble Race Series Chapter 3 Season 1, as well as future plans to the channel. And yes, this is also being done on, and yeah, of course it also says AK announcement for August 2023 due to the fact that it is currently August right now. Well, as of the time this is being made, it is currently August 2nd, but yeah. So anyways, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So, first up in sleeves we have is info for Marble Race Series Chapter 3 Season 1, because of course, Chapter 3 is set to come out in September. So, yeah. So anyways, enough said, let's just get straight into it. So, first race of the new chapter and season will be on Monday, September 11th. So, yeah, of course, I already kind of confirmed the date a while ago, September 11th, but yeah. So, stay tuned, but I apologize for all those line flubs, but yeah. But what I was trying to say is stay tuned for the Chapter 3 premiere race because it is going to be very exciting, and it's also going to mark the return to marble racing after 2 months, I suppose. Well, yeah, pretty much over a month. So, yeah, so stay tuned for that because it's going to be the grand return to marble racing and also a massive start to a brand new era and chapter, obviously, but yeah. And of course, all of the changes for Chapter 3 will go into immediate effect as soon as the new chapter is up. So I already talked about the changes that are gonna take effect in Chapter 3, such as the permanent retirement to music requests, as well as the reduction of voiceovers. And yes, for anyone's wondering, voiceovers are no longer gonna take effect in the final results and outros. They're just gonna take effect in the in race part only. So just to save some time and such. So yeah, and of course, along with that, quick races should also return the same week as the new chapter debuts. So of course of course the schedule for everything is gonna stay the same. Well, until I somehow oh man, I keep on flubbing my lines. Damn it. But yeah, but yeah, it's all just for giggles and everything. But yeah, of course, along with that, quick races should also return the same week the new chapter debuts. Of course, they will stay in the same schedule, and also speaking of quick races, they will also be going back to the old format due to very little success the format gets. So yeah, ever since I changed formats, like the view counts on the quick races have just like have just been like severely reduced. So therefore, I just want to move on from that format and just go back to the old format completely. So yeah. And so I guess that's about it for all the info for the first season of Marble Race Series Chapter 3. So now, let's just recap the entire thing. So, the first race of the new chapter and season will be on Monday, September 11th. All of the changes I talked about for Chapter 3 will go into immediate effect as soon as the new chapter is up. And of course, along with that, quick races should also return the same week the new chapter debuts. And speaking of quick races, they will be going back to the old format due to very little success the current format gets. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be about it for the info for Chapter 3 Season 1. So now, let's just move on to the next page. So as you see here, I'm bringing back Marble Championships. So here is the format on how these videos are going to pan out going forward. So 8 marbles will be competing in a mini tournament for a chance to fight the world champion. So, and of course there will be a marble championship every month unless there is something like a normal tournament, for example, or maybe even a teamwork racing. But of course, there will not be a marble championship on any December whatsoever due to all the work I have to do on that month, especially because it's the last month of the year, and there's like a bunch of stuff I have to get out of the way before a year ends, such as the Marble Race Series Awards and as well as the Rewind. So therefore, there will not be a Marble Championship on any December. So yeah, And of course, the finals will be a best of 3 to determine the winner slash world champion. And of course, the third place rounds would have two marbles who lost the semifinals competing for the bronze. And of course, now I am going to get into info about why this is being done. So the reason why I'm bringing back Marble Championships is because this is being done just to have the Marble Race Series world title defended a lot more often than before, since the world title doesn't have that much variety to it. So I want to bring more variety of the world title. And yeah, it's just that the world title isn't really defended as much, so therefore I'm doing this just to have the Marble Race Series world title defended a lot more often. And of course, we could potentially have some successful defenses in these Marble Championships, but yeah, we're just gonna have to see. And so, yeah, I guess there's nothing else for me to go over about this page, so now let's just recap the entire thing. So, of course, 8 marbles will be competing in a mini tournament for a chance to fight the world champion. And of course, there will be a marble championship every month, unless there is something like a normal tournament or a teamwork racing video, for example. But of course, there will not be a marble championship on any December whatsoever, due to all the work I have to do on that month, especially because it's the last month of a year. And of course, the finals will be a best of 3 to determine the winner slash world champion. And of course, the third place rounds would have 2 marbles who lost the semifinals competing for the bronze. And of course, this is being done just to have the Marble Race Series world title defended a lot more often than before. So, yeah, I guess there's nothing else for me to say here about this page. So now, let's just move on to the next page, which I believe is the last one for this slideshow. Because yes, in case you're wondering, I am using Google Slides for these announcement videos. So yeah. So anyways, for the last page we have is future plans for 2023 and onwards. So the second 2023 Teamwork Racing will come out in early or mid-December. Well, yeah, I already went over that, so there is pretty much nothing for me to go over about that. And before we get into all the rest of the info, of course, I do want to say thank you again for so much support on the first ever Marble Teamwork Racing video. It was an incredible success, and also thank you to everyone who has showed some support on C2 Marble Race 100. Well, pretty much the entire C2 Marble Race 100 saga, as well as the entire Marble Race Tournament 10 saga as well. And also the grand finale, as you would expect, it's pretty much the most viewed part out of all the 6 other parts. So thank you to everyone for so much support on the grand finale. So yeah, and of course, unless needed, there will be no more escalator and elevator content in favor of focusing myself on marble racing, gaming, and more. Well, of course, I'm still going to do those types of videos like I said, but just not as often as before. I'm still going to do those, but only when I feel like it. But yeah, so I guess you could say that escalator and elevator content are still going to be somewhat part of the channel, but of course they will come and go every once in a while. So yeah, and of course, every chapter for the Marble Race series will have a maximum of 10 seasons / 100 races, because if you guys haven't caught attention on Ray22X's channel, well, his chapter 2, well, due to his summer schedule, which he no longer does, yeah, due to the, oh man, Jesus, I keep flubbing my lines, damn it, but, yeah, it's just all for giggles and everything, so, yeah, but if you haven't caught attention on Ray22X's channel, his Chapter 2 had to be extended to 50 more races due to his summer schedule, which of course he no longer does, so, of course, because of that, every chapter for the Marble Race series will have a maximum of 10 seasons and 100 races, just to keep things simple and everything, so, yeah. And, of course, the Chapter 2 highlights video will be a top 10, and it will go up on August 8th, so stay tuned for that, because it's going to be a massive leap towards the new chapters. So, yeah, I guess there's nothing else for me to go over about this page, so let's just recap this page. So, the second 2023 Teamwork Racing video will come out in early or mid-December. aka the second semi-annual Marvel Team Racing video, in case you're wondering. And of course, unless needed, there will be, well, like I said, I'm still gonna do escalator and elevator content, but of course not as often as before, especially because just so I can focus myself on Marvel Racing and gaming, for example. So yeah. And of course, every chapter for the Marvel Race series will have a maximum of 100 seasons. No, 10 seasons. 10 seasons. I meant. Sorry for that line flubs, but sorry for all those line flubs, but yeah. But of course, every chapter for the Marvel Race series will have a maximum of 100 seasons. And damn it, I keep on flipping my lines, but I meant 10 seasons and 100 races. Just man, I keep on flipping my lines. Damn it, but. Yeah. Like I said, it's all just for giggles and everything, so, yeah. And, of course, the Chapter 2 highlights video will be a top 10, and, of course, will go up on August 8th, so, like I said, you definitely want to stay tuned for that, because it's going to be a massive leap towards the new chapter. So, yeah, I guess there's nothing else for me to go over about this page, so, of course, since we are now in the thank you page, this means that this video is over, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And also, I hope you all understand these changes I'm going to be making for the future. So, yeah. So, anyway, since there's nothing else for me to say here, I'm just going to sign off. So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to leave a comment down below and subscribe to the notification bell enabled. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now, and have a great day. Peace out.